Is this video better than this $1 million sequence from Severance? Or this? Or this? Or this? The internet seems to think so because it got way more engagement than any of those videos. The craziest part is, it was probably a tenth of the cost, and I'm going to show you how. For this project, the writer, director, cinematographer, and editor are the same person. You can see that in the pre-production cost, which is just his time, but it's a lot of time. The director, Mohammed Al-Nashmi, said planning the project took 6 weeks. He found the song, then he wrote the script, then he sketched the frames, noting every single bit of movement. From there, he built a shot list and a pre-production edit, and then plugged all that into a shoot schedule. That's all super standard for pre-production, but it's rare that someone does every part. All in, I'd say this is $20,000, because if I was hiring a producer, a director, and a DP to build out all of this pre-pro for a project of this size, I'd pay about that much money. For production, again, it's a solo act. Mohammed said he shot 5 days total. He could only shoot while the restaurant was closed, and the client gave him a couple staff to make the food and be hands in his shots. He brought his own camera and gear. He rented a small lighting kit and a set of Zeiss CP3s, a Laowa 12mm and a Laowa probe lens. He got some props, and that's it. I'd bet production was done for less than $20,000. I just need to stop here for a minute. Look at this video. The production portion of this project looks like $75,000 to $100,000, and you could easily get there with more crew, camera, and lighting. Okay, let's do post. Mohammed told me he spent an intense 15 days in post on this project. He did the editing, motion tracking, color, and sound design. He even did the narration himself using an AI voice changing app. The only thing on this entire project that he didn't do was this one egg cracking bit. After some trial and error, he had to bring in a friend who did the VFX crack for $80. I'm gonna say that a reasonable post budget for this would be $20,000. That means that our total cost is $58,300. How crazy is that? Without knowing that this was a one-man mission, I would have said it was like a 10-person crew shooting over 3 or 4 days. And in post, I would have pushed for a bunch of different deliverables, bumping up the cost to like $40,000. If this had followed the typical production company route you get with those fees as well, and this whole thing could have easily been over $200,000. But would that have actually made the piece any better? Like, maybe? And that is the takeaway from this one. If you're a brand or a creator not happy with what you're making, this guy proves that it's not your gear or your crew size that's holding you back, it's your ideas that suck. Throwing money at something doesn't make it interesting. But if you have a great idea, whether there's $1,000 or $1 million behind it, it'll punch way above its weight class. So whatever money you have, spend it in service of the best idea.